It's November and this is the Library Roadshow. On the show today, manuscripts, makers, maps, data, and so much more. Welcome to the November edition of the Library Roadshow. I'm Mary Stein, and this is a production of your East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. We've had a very busy fall already. Our 40th annual Author Illustrator Series with Rosemary Wells was a tremendous program. Kids of all ages came to meet the author of the beloved Max and Ruby books, and they were mesmerized by her talk about the Young Artist Studio. And the very next day, we hosted a very successful Attic Treasures and Collectibles event. My favorite find was a fabulous oil painting by Mexican painter Clemente Orozco. Thousands joined us at the Jam-Pack Maker Fair to see robots, drones, learn how to solder, try out their hand at some out-of-the-box engineering and design activities. And since our theme this year was Feed Your Brain, we also were privileged to host Food Network star and local chef Jay Ducote, who delighted us all with his informative demonstration and delicious tacos. Chef Celeste and Top Chef Junior contestant Audrey B. also made their presence known with tasty demonstrations throughout the day. And even more made the drive out to the Pride Cheneyville branch for their annual Community History Fest or visited us at the library booth at the Louisiana Book Festival. You'll hear more about that in a moment. We also premiered a new format in the library. New PLAYAWAY audiobooks for adults are now available at the main library and at the Greenwell Springs Road Regional Branch. These small devices are basically plug and play. All you need is a set of earbuds to get started. Or you can connect them to your Walkman or car stereo. PLAYAWAYs use just one AAA battery and deliver hours of listening pleasure. We'll trial this new resource for 6 months and then make a decision about expanding the collection. The Career Center was especially busy this fall, hosting a job club networking group each week and providing programs and workshops such as working at home, writing a winning resume, and careers in mid-level marketing. All this in addition to their regular service 6 days each week. You can find out more about the Career Center at www.careercenterbr.com.
Free access to books, audio, and library resources are just a few of the benefits available to you when you get a library card. Need free access to a computer? You get that. Want free access to premium digital resources like Mango Languages and lynda.com? You get that. Need to book a meeting space? You get that. Heck, you can even check out a telescope or use a digital printer with your library card. If you live in East Baton Rouge Parish, pick up your free library card from your local branch library today. Premium access to everything the library system has to offer is waiting for you.
These days, we're faced with almost too much information. Researching a hot topic can be mind-numbing because of all the digital noise spouted by non-reliable sources on virtually any subject. Library staff is always trying to vet information and separate the good from the bad, and a new digital resource from a reliable and trusted source will now make that job so much easier for staff and students alike. Adam St. Pierre joins us now to explain in the Digital Down Low.
Are you a student working on a hot topic paper, or a teacher looking for resources? Or maybe you just want no-frills research about hotly contested issues in America? Well, the library has something for you in CQ Researcher. CQ Researcher has been around as a print publication since 1923, providing quality research for all on issues important to you. But now your library has it so that you can access it from home. Each week, CQ Researcher provides hot topic reports, giving the current and historical perspectives on an issue, pro-con statements, and potential resolutions. To use CQ Researcher today, head over the digital library page at ebrpl.com and get it at that library discount of free.
Thanks, Adam. This has been one of my favorite resources since the 1980s, and I'm so glad that it's now available to use in this easy-to-use digital platform. It's good for students, but it's also a great resource for adults who want to get a handle on the proliferation of spurious or fake news. It really sets everything out so clearly that you can weigh all the facts yourself. Let's shift gears and check in with Kayla Perkins, reporting in from beyond the stacks.
Book lovers united at the annual Louisiana Book Festival. And no one loves books more than Tamika, so I passed this one to her.
Thanks, Kayla. We're out here at the beautiful 2017 Louisiana Book Festival, where we are celebrating everything about the book. Readers, writers, and lovers of education are here, and you can meet your favorite author today. With hundreds of authors to choose from, there's got to be something for you. Welcome to the Book Festival.
Thank you.
You're here today, and I see you have a copy of a book in your hand.
I sure do.
And what is this book that you're holding?
This is Hidden Figures. This will be the center of our programming for One Book, One Community.
We're here with Catherine Amy McFarland, who's here today dressed as Katherine Johnson from our One Book, One Community read, Hidden Figures, that we are announcing for 2018. So, Catherine, how does it feel to be dressed up as such a great character from this book?
It's an honor. I am so inspired by Katherine Johnson and the other 4 African American women who helped to calculate the launch and landing of the first Americans in space.
My name's Daniel Strickland. My company is called Strick Art. I'm a freelance illustrator and comic book artist. I really love the book festival. This is like the 3rd or 4th year I've been here, and it's always been successful. I always meet a lot of really cool folks, and it's great.
It's a great event. It's very active. Started off a little bit nippy and windy this morning, but I think it's going to be a beautiful day, and it looks like the turnout's really great.
Books and writing are near and dear to my heart as an English major, as an English nerd, book nerd. But for the community to be able to bond and get to see the local authors, the local writers, and to instill a sense of pride in our own community. And down in South Louisiana, we have a unique way of doing things. So I think that's special too for the Louisiana Book Festival. It's going to be unlike any other festival because we have our own flavor with it.
And that's it, folks. We had a great day out here on the grounds of the state capitol and by the State Library of Louisiana and Capitol Museum. Over 10,000 people attended. We saw well over 200 authors. Thanks for coming with me. Back to you, Kayla.
Louisiana is rich with local authors. All of their books are available at the East Baton Rouge Parish Library. Pick yours up today.
Thanks, Kayla. We had a terrific time at the Louisiana Book Festival. This is one of our favorite outreach events of the year, and we couldn't do it without Tamika wearing that book costume. Stay right there. After the break, Warren Crone joins me for a chat right here on the Library Roadshow.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Ballerina.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
You're watching the November edition of the Library Roadshow. Everything you need to know about your local library system. For the past few years, the library has enjoyed a great partnership with the staff of the City Parish Planning Department. They've been a tremendous help to our reference staff as we plotted out information for the Baton Rouge City Key. And we've also partnered with them for a few other things, such as an annual event, GIS Day. Warren Crone, the City Parish's GIS officer, joins me now to explain. Welcome, Warren. Okay, first of all, what does GIS stand for?
GIS stands for Geographic Information Systems. It's a technology that we're using more and more of today.
So is that the system that helps my friends find my cell phone when I lose it?
That could be an application of GIS, sure, anything location-based.
Okay, and all the things that we see on crime shows, that's all devolved from GIS systems?
Those are applications as well.
Okay, so why does it need its own day?
Because, well, those of us that really love GIS that believe that, but it's such a widespread and rapidly evolving technology that I'm trying to just aware folks of what all it can do, and especially in government services, as far as keeping track of property and addresses. Just about anything can have a location and be placed on a map.
So I know that we worked with y'all on the City Key, and we were trying to map the assets of Baton Rouge, all the things that might be useful to people to help themselves or to help other people.
That's right.
And it could have been mapping where all the libraries were, where the schools were, where the daycare centers were, where the health centers were, where the police substations were.
That's right.
But it also could have been mapping where are the stop signs and where are the stoplights and where are the accidents.
We map, again, just about anything. All of our network, private streets, public streets, the signage, as you said, the street lights, down to where the traffic incidents occur. And then, you know, we can use this data, obviously, to analyze it and maybe improve some of the traffic problems we have in Baton Rouge.
Sure, because data for its own sake is not worth anything. It's what you do with it.
That's really where the system part comes into play of geographic information. We have this great software that we can use to overlay different layers and tell us, you know, insights into that data.
That's great. So we're going to have a special day, International GIS Day. We're going to celebrate it here at the main library in the middle of November, November 15th?
Right.
And we're going to celebrate all day, but we have two parts. What's happening with the kids?
So starting at 8:30 in the morning, we'll have Mayor Broom will come in and welcome all the students. We have about 75 students from area public schools. We have 3 activities for them during the course of the day. We're going to go outside for a while, if weather permitting, to learn how to use the My Tree app.
Okay.
A Baton Rouge green.
Because you can map the tree species, can't you?
Yes. We're going to use your computer lab here to teach the students how to use story maps. And then we'll have a giant map of Louisiana to teach students about the geography of Louisiana.
And our assets as a state. Well, I know for the story maps, they're even doing some just for the bicentennial. So they're doing some Baton Rouge history, and they're mapping some historical markers or places throughout the parish. So it'll be really interesting to me to see how different they all are, because of course we have hundreds and hundreds of years of history to choose from, and I'm sure every map will be different. Well, what happens after the kids leave?
So at 4 o'clock, the mayor will once again come back and kick off public presentation sessions. And we've got, it's free and open to the public. We've got 6 speakers that are going to do talks about, you know, the applications of GIS and their experience in their profession.
And I bet we'll be surprised at all these different disparate applications, because it's very large ideas and then very small ideas.
That's correct.
I love it. Okay, so who's partnering with us for this event? Obviously the City Parish,
the City Parish,
and the library.
The Louisiana Remote Sensing and GIS Institute.
Okay, that sounds very technical.
They're kind of the education arm of this, and then Baton Rouge Green.
Okay, all right. Well, how do people find out more?
Well, they could stop by the library and look at our fancy gallery we put up front, and there's a save-the-date flyer there to remind you about the 15th.
Okay.
They can go to our website, gisdaylouisiana.com.
That's pretty simple. Okay.
Or come to the city's GIS homepage, gis.brla.gov.
All right. Well, thanks, Warren.
You bet.
You know, I will be there. The potential for this kind of data is really astounding. We use it ourselves here at the library, but we always want to learn about new aspects and uses of the technology. After the break, author Kimberly Spruill. Plus, we have book reviews from one of our youngest library patrons. All that and more coming up next on the Library Roadshow.
Do you wonder how your family landed here? Do you really know your family roots? Discover more about your family history at the East Baton Rouge Parish Library Genealogy Department. East Baton Rouge Parish Library. Become a member and discover more.
Ballerina. Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to the November edition of the Library Roadshow. Have you ever asked yourself why you're here? Have you ever inquired of the universe why you were created and the purpose you're to fulfill? My next guest did, and she wrote a book on her journey. Kimberly Spruill, author of Graced for Purpose, Discovering God's Plan for Your Life, joins me now by phone. Kimberly, how did you get your start as an author?
I got my start as an author back in November of 2016. I had a desire to start a business where I would host different workshops and seminars to educate and encourage women to discover God's predestined purpose for their lives. So when deciding what material I would use for these workshops, I was at a crossroads between either writing a book or a curriculum. And after about a week and a half of debating, I heard the Lord say, write the book, and I was obedient to writing the book. I completed the book the first week of February of this year, and I held my book signing and release on February the 25th at the Goodwood Library. And that's how I got my start as an author.
What's your book about?
My book is about my personal journey to purpose. New Year's Eve 2016, I told the Lord I wanted to know my purpose and why I'm here. I had an idea of my purpose, but I wasn't quite sure. So around mid-2016, I endured a very life-threatening incident that changed the course of my life for the better, although it didn't feel like it at the time. And over the course of the next 3 months, I went through a process where I was forced to confront the pain of my past, draw closer to God like never before, and redefine who I was in Christ. I had to identify the gifts and talents that I possessed, which ultimately helped me discover God's purpose for my life.
What inspired this book?
What inspired the book was my passion to awaken the desire within others to discover God's plan for their lives. I've learned over time that so many people, both young and old, are unaware or unsure of the purpose for which they were created. And after discovering God's purpose for my life, I was excited and I wanted to share that journey and process with others so they could use it as a guide to get to the place that God wanted them to be, so they were clear about who they are and what they should be doing, and ultimately live a fulfilled life according to God's plan.
How can our viewers learn more about you, and what are you working on next?
Well, you can learn more about me by visiting my website, gracedforpurpose.com. You can also connect with me on Facebook at Kimberly Spruill and at Graced for Purpose. What I'm working on next is preparing material for the workshops and seminars that I plan to host in the fall of this year. I've also been promoting Grace for Purpose and getting active in the community, taking advantage of opportunities to make sure that Grace for Purpose is in the hands of those, who are seeking God for their purpose.
Pick up your free copy of Grace for Purpose, Discovering God's Plan for Your Life today at your local branch library. And for those of you who are trying to write yourselves, don't forget that November is National Novel Writing Month. Every Thursday night in November, except Thanksgiving, of course, you're invited to join other would-be authors at the main library for a group writing session. Once you've completed your book, you can use the library's own biblioboard to lay it all out for publication. Let's shift gears now and hear about what one of our younger patrons is reading at the library.
My name is Yaya, and I'm 8 years old, and this is my favorite book, Magic Treehouse. And they were in Cozumel, and they had missions, and they had done it a lot of times, and they kept working and working, so Teddy took him to it to Cozumel, and then they were going on the ocean to snorkel. Jack is snorkeling underwater. He's seeing fishes, jellyfishes, different kind of fish, even a starfish. While they were gone, no time at all, he said back on Frog Creek. Jack and Annie eventually found out that the librarian from the legendary of Camelot, they have science travel on many adventures. My tutor takes me to the library. My favorite thing to do in the library is to read.
Thanks, Yaya. The Magic Tree House is a really great series that can literally take you anywhere in time and space. They were much loved by my own kids, and I'm so happy that you're enjoying them too. Stay right there. You're watching the Library Roadshow.
Do you wonder how your family landed here? Do you really know your family roots? Discover more about your family history at the East Baton Rouge Parish Library Genealogy Department. East Baton Rouge Parish Library. Become a member and discover more.
As an American, it's hard to hear that we have a serious hunger issue in our country. And as a parent, it's even harder to hear that 1 in 5 of our kids struggles with hunger, especially when billions of pounds of good food are wasted every year. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide billions of meals to families in need right in your community. Visit feedingamerica.org to support Feeding America and your local food bank. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Hello, my name is Emily Ward, and I'm the Digital Archivist for East Baton Rouge Parish Library Special Collections Department, located on the 2nd floor of the main library at Goodwood, where Baton Rouge history comes alive. Have you ever heard the phrase, once it's on the internet, it's there forever? Or how about the internet never forgets? You may be surprised to learn that the average life of a website is just 90 days. This might be because the creator decided to take their site offline, the content and/or the layout was updated, or they may have moved to a different web address altogether. In 2016, the library entered into a partnership with the Internet Archive's web archiving service to crawl and preserve websites, social media, and other web content related to events that occurred in the summer of 2016. To begin, we sent our digital crawlers out to collect web content related to the Alton Sterling shooting, the mass police shooting, and the flood. We have now expanded our collection scope to include Baton Rouge's bicentennial celebration, arts and culture, and Baton Rouge's Mardi Gras, to name a few. You can access these sites by visiting EBRPL's digital library and clicking on the East Baton Rouge Parish Library web archive link in the list. Once you have chosen a site, you can pick a date to view the captured site. This means the site will function and look like it did the day it was captured, even though the present site may have been updated, removed, or relocated. You will see a banner at the top of the archived website which indicates that it is an archived copy of a site and not the live website. The Internet Archive has recently selected East Baton Rouge Parish Library to participate in an IMLS grant-funded program, Community Webs Empowering Public Libraries to Create Community History Web Archives. The goal of this program is to educate public librarians in the art of web archiving, with the hope they will capture and make accessible historically significant, locally generated web content for future researchers. East Baton Rouge Parish Library and Special Collections is excited and honored to participate in this program, which will enhance our ability to preserve our city and parish's endangered online presence. Do you have a website you think should be included in our collection, or would you like to learn more about East Baton Rouge Parish Library's web archiving initiative? We would love to hear from you. Call 225-231-3752 or visit the Special Collections Department on the 2nd floor of the main library at Goodwood, where Baton Rouge history comes alive.
In addition to this special new initiative to preserve local digital content, the staff of the Baton Rouge Room continues to keep up the programming pressure as the bicentennial year draws to a close. November's bicentennial lecture features art history professor Darius Spieth and a look at Baton Rouge's mid-century modernist architecture. Plus, there are a number of great exhibits to see, especially at the LASM, the Old State Capitol, and the State Museum. A fabulous concert by the Human Jukebox Marching Band, the Holiday Shop Hop, Red Stick Revelry's Champagne Stroll, and finally, Red Stick Rising and Red Stick Revelry on New Year's Eve. Check it out at BatonRouge200.com.
Brisk winds are blowing and pumpkin spice is back. That's right, it's November and bootacular books are abound. To get your pages turning this month, I picked up a spooky story, The Snowman, by internationally acclaimed writer Joe Nesbo. This book is the 7th in the Harry Hole Police Investigator series. The setting is Oslo, Norway, in November. The first snow of the season has fallen. A boy named Jonas suddenly awakens to find his mother missing. Out his window, he sees the snowman that has just appeared in the yard earlier that day. Eerily, upon second glance, he notices his mother's pink scarf wrapped around the snowman's neck. Hole begins to suspect there is a link between a letter he received and the disappearance of not only Jonas's mother, but the disappearances of a dozen other women, all missing on the day of the first snowfall for the season. As the investigation deepens, something else emerges. Further digging leads Harry to suspect possible paternity issues may be at play, where the kids and their fathers may not match. He realized that he is becoming a pawn in an increasingly terrifying game, a game whose rules are in constant revision by the killer. Fiercely suspenseful, the characters fully developed, the atmosphere permeated with evil, the snowman is a tantalizing treat. The film adaptation hits theaters this month. The movie stars Michael Fassbender, Rebecca Ferguson, Blast from the Past Val Kilmer, and Chloe Sevigny. And that's how the page turns.
I'll be reading Chris Russo Blackwood's new book, My Brother's Keeper, a 30-year quest to bring 2 killers to justice. This true story follows one man's perseverance and determination in the cold case murder investigation of his brother, Baton Rouge Sonic franchise owner Gary Kurgan, who was murdered in 1984. Chris will be speaking at the Main Library on November 5th. And if you missed Michael and Ann Rubin at the Main Library in August, you have a second chance to see their mixed media presentation for their new book, Cashed Out, on November 4th at Jones Creek. And now for today's contest, visit the library's Facebook page at facebook.com/EBRPL. Tell us what you're thankful for. Better yet, show us. We'd love to see those pictures. That's facebook.com/EBRPL. And while you're there, enjoy. We are not your grandfather's library anymore. What's coming up on the Library Roadshow next month? Well, get ready for Elf on the Big Screen at the Main Library. We'll be showing this family favorite outside in the plaza and simulcasting it inside on Friday, December 15th.
Tune in next month and I'll be covering some festive holiday programming at a library near you.
And coming up next month, I'll share another digital resource with you.
Thanks so much for joining us on the Library Roadshow. And remember, your East Baton Rouge Parish Library is open 7 days a week at each and every one of 14 branches, plus 24/7 on the web. Check us out at ebrpl.com.
And that's how we roll.